Today topics we talk about the break and the 60 trillion finance sector on the brink. So the Ponzi scheme traces China financial system, break, corruption, so on. That's the reason they need a break. I think so. Okay, this is source. It's from the episode economic geostrategic word number 2.
水莲卡水反角公园，这个是我妈妈的故乡，是我妈妈的故乡哎。
Great，
我妈妈的故乡就在这儿，你看多漂亮。太美了。我妈妈的故乡，我妈妈的够用的家。
Ponzi scheme。
画瓦税。好
But
棒
that
啊！
week
这一片公
is
园
not
太棒了哦。这我都还没发现呢。
Zhangzhou Enterprise， 一个Zhangzhou Enterprise Chinese shadow banking giant who is liquid
我妈妈的
crisis。
我妈妈的故乡水莲卡水反角，都是在家。
我还拿 second largest economic. We remember last week. The news is financial conglomerate and could no longer pay dozens of its wealth management products over the weekend. Chinese financial media Ed Thiessen provided detailed report into the financial holding group just while market regulators so concerned over failure some of its financial obligations for years. Outlet. Right, Zhangzhou had a reputation as one of the premier private financial holding groups in China, full wealth management subsidiary firming and their grounds as country-leading third-party financial platform. Code baffling for so many that such as re-owned entities suffered widespread default. The Junction story is still brewing, but the company downfall proven worthy case study. Code found under the guise so-called subscription-based trust product investment transitions from the wealth management company. Group company headquartered directly to various investment under the group, hence a closed group of self-funding, self-investment within the full group forming 4 years. The other continue whenever Zhangzhou Group and the wealth management platform face the liquidity challenges. Company could treasure the market crisis really due to the company's enormous scale, ability to juggle fund internal among the various subsidiary companies. So product co-investors usually show less explanation. Code once popular. P2P industry in China has now completely ceased operations due to the regulatory oversight. The crackdown at the beginning of 2018 entire sector has been winding down the code of Zhangzhou Empire. It's pulling self-Zhangzhou Empire. It's pulling self-financing, self-investing model mineral already. So our role, P2P. Distinctions is whose money is taken by Junction's product. Whose money is taken by Junction product require much higher barrier to invest wide. Few thousands yuan is starting point. P2P product Junction investor magnitude meaning of code. There was a shift to high net worth. Individual was also stronger risk. Management sale. 50 commissions between 2 and 3%. Senior company executive earning the annual salary ranges from the millions of 10 of a million. So Thiessen explained code coupled promise to no less than 8% return investor, 8% to return investor, so on. But the arrangement looks suspicious, like a Ponzi scheme code investment need to generate. Yeah, they have many Ponzi scheme annual return. And need to generate annual return 12% given the current economic climate, market environment, finding the investment opportunity next to impossible. Conclude, promise return to the Scarlet Trillion finance product as junction system. Trillions in finance product as a junction system. Unvisible, and the company currently manages more than 1 trillion yuan, 137 billion, 1 trillion yuan and 137 billion US dollar, $137 billion asset. Meanwhile, Junction is planning restructure its debt. July hired KPMG. July they hired KPMG World Bank. The World Bank KPMG auditor conduct audit balance sheet according to the Reuters report. Unnamed source, financial giant plan to restructure debt, sell the asset after review in order to repay to the investor. Of course, while individual, but we're no doubt just the implications macro level indeed. Before in Taiwan, we also have a Ponzi company. They are just copy.
我妈妈的故乡就在这儿，你看多漂亮。
Great cheater, great Ponzi scheme. Junction have triggered concern China $3 trillion US dollar shadow finance sector. $3 trillion, not only that US dollar shadow finance sector, specialized in the $60 trillion US dollar financial system. Generally, as we have discussed last week, the most obviously is the shadow financing fraud, the property sector, according to the unnamed sector. As a mainland banking, speaking to Chinese financial media outlet. Example, China trust industry typically organized capital from company, individual, a higher rate bank can provide its code. Expose real estate is code. Because the real estate is, they build too much house. For example, they build house for the 60 years or 100 years, but in 3 years, in 10 years. So that's cause also problem because it's, demand, the consumer demand is over enough. So how stupid all those things happen? If you don't have enough market, why you over your products? That's the same thing, okay? For example, the market for the, you have certain market, in need, but they overproduce the products, okay? And then, but the other one, this Ponzi scheme is like they promise to the consumer return 8%, but finally, if you put you put your money in the bank, maybe in Japan it's 0%, and in Taiwan here it's like 1 or 2%. But when you borrow the money, you have to pay the 5%, 6%. That's how it's working now. And of course, however, is put the money in the bank. Is no, except that they go to the another stock market. However, so great dramatic growth. Official 1.1 trillion RMB. Yeah, renminbi. 1.1 trillion RMB and 152 billion US dollar. And 23 trillion RMB interest. Because, okay, if you promised, how is possible? You promised the investor investment you promised to the 8% return, 12% return, but it's always rubbish. Your investment target is rubbish. They're not gonna gain this kind of 8% or 12% back. So especially uncertainty market. That's called the Ponzi scheme, you see. And the people lost the money for investment, the Zhangzhou Chinese investment group, so on. Local government finance vehicle. Okay, there's no data trust lending. Concerning to the note, also observe. No data trust lending, local government finance vehicle. Okay, they local government finance, they produce the manufactured vehicle, okay, EV or something, and they give the, free land or something, and the funding to land. But how the market? This is likely very high and cold. On this topic, one final aspect we need to take note: social management component. U.S. Bloomberg report. U.S. Bloomberg report. Dozens of people who investment in Zhangzhou Enterprise. Zhangzhou Enterprise Group codes, wealthy management products have received the code. So on. What's describe cordial visit from the visit from the police in recent week. The group of investments spanned across the country. Wow. Spanned across the country outlet. Explain code. Proactive police action signal desired authority. Public anger. Public anger, of course. If those money is lost, of course the investor were very angry with that, because they lost, maybe they lost a retirement plan, they lost of their hard-earned money, of course. Everybody were angry with that. That's so stupid. This is, and what the supervisors in China, the bank, the regulators. So that's why this country is like a because the people suffer for the investment. Massive corruption cut down the China plan to, so they plan to use the BRIC grouping to challenge the West. Hey everyone, you wake up, enjoying today's episode of China. Don't forget hit. Oh my God. That's the reason they need the BRIC. It's Ponzi, another Ponzi scheme. The word Ponzi scheme. Originally in China. In China, they are Ponzi scheme, but now they use BRIC as another worldwide. and people still believe them. Okay, the people think, oh, this is a good chance for the, become the trillionaire or something. That's so stupid, because this is very cycle. If you investment wrong target and in the wrong system, especially not regulate. Okay, how stupid lots of people investment BRIC. They are disaster. Wow, the department across the government has launched a 1-year corruption campaign. Crack down the corruption healthcare. Oh, it's better, Taiwan now. Oh my God, the Taiwan businessmen don't come to there. Bring all the disaster, come back to Taiwan. The world is already disaster because laboratory Wuhan epidemic. Everybody lose health. Everybody lose the money. Everybody lose job. Okay, how stupid those Chinese leaders. We don't respect them because we see our own eyes already how stupid they are to handle the things. even the foreign affairs, even the investment, no brain. They have no brain to do to the our world. They only create disaster. And okay, one belt, one road. We talk about one belt, one road, and they will take place the World Bank, the law. But problem is they don't have regulate. Even they join WTO, they breach the contract for 20 years. How weak U.S. politician. Bullshit, they are bullshit. How weak those politicians in the world now. Also weak. They have no idea, they have no brain to fix the problem. That's real problem, okay? Very obviously they want to make deal with devil. That's a real problem, because if they have if they want to take over all your mining, uranium, all kind of mining, all kind of take over the world, because we see their population, 14 billions, they can 人海战术, they can take over everything. If you don't control our resource, we're robbed by them, especially money system, okay? How stupid those World Bank, those United Nations, they are corrupt. That's reason. Powerless. They don't. That's why there is the break happen. This is very cycle. If they Ponzi scheme, and break will become another more Ponzi scheme to the world, and people believe them. That's the point. Okay. Investigate bribery of 2018, and Chinese CCP, even they bribed KMT. I saw in my eyes. I was in China. I saw them give bank account to the Chinese CCP. Okay, those are Kuomintang, KMT. They betray Taiwanese people. I saw in my eyes. Okay, even United Nations or the embassy. They are corrupt. They take money. They are bribery. Everyone in the world, and they bribery those corrupt politicians. But who will cost? After we will cost our suffer, war in suffer like epidemic. Wuhan laboratory becomes the world. Okay, the people 9 million in USA, 9 million populations. The population plan. How stupid. We all almost lost our life because this epidemic. And people don't give the lesson for that. That's the problem. And let's still go to the break. Especially Indian people don't have any morality. They just want the money. Indian Modi, they just greedy for money, but they don't have brain. This is leader. This is disqualified leader, stupid leaders. They work with the Ponzi scheme, and entirely, what was India? All the big temple is living the dead people, and all of the Indians is sleeping in the homeless. In the train station, very poor, and most people is poor in India. Indian people is more riches, and they don't have a really good education system in India. That's the reason, and full of beggars. Okay, in India, and the leader, the Modi, he's betrayed his real wife. He's just for arranged marriages. And he become his wife widow for him for over 30 years. This man is not qualified. For me, in my eyes, he's bullshit. He's stupid. He's not a real man. For me, this is stupid. It's just a pharmaceutical production operation enterprise. So those big countries, it's Ponzi. Chinese financial media outlet. For National Health Commission, it's brand Target Hospital. So, however, BRIC You
我
see
妈妈
BRIC,
的湖，
the giant, who
我
is
妈妈的
BRIC?
故乡是烟
Brazil,
卡水板桥，
India,
都是在家。
and what is
What
this?
happened now?
Russia, China. They all the dictatorship. Okay, the most people are poor. They have no good educate, and they are the dictatorship. It's joke. They want to lead in anything. Everything has become Ponzi scheme in the world. Okay. So, World Bank and the United Nations is corrupt. It's so stupid. A lot of this kind of thing happen, especially war. Okay, have a lot of corruption. This is financial institution, healthcare profession. Okay, crucial issue. Medical resource maintains stabilities, workforce. Campaign can lead to mass exodus. Doctor, the strength medical resource coach. Consequence will be borne by the patients. The quote, Chinese financial media outlet, Jimmy Wright, seminar assistant for the drug company. Yeah. Play the drug company themselves, including the medical insurance, game entrance, the local hospital, code the significant public relationship efforts. However, I'm tired of police. I'm tired of this world. I'm out of this world. I don't live in this world, however. I use our own currency. We don't use the world currency, okay? We use the universal currency. We don't need a BRIC. Especially South Africa. Oh my God. South Africa, like they murder so many white farmers and covered by media. Nobody talk about that. How corrupt is the South Africa president? Shame on you, okay? Shame on you. UK-based Financial Times argue China pushed the BRIC bloc of emerging market to become the full scholars rival the G7 this week leaders. They want to challenge that, but problem they are Ponzi scheme. It's mentioned more than a decade. They are Ponzi scheme country together, okay, to the BRIC, and becomes world disaster. That's the problem. Even they join the world trade because I promote them to. I help them, Taiwan, China, because I was naive. I think they will do a good job, but actually they pledged the contract, World Trade Organization. They pledged contract, both China, Taiwan, and China is major deficit country to the U.S. That time 2002, they already have 200 billion trade. I got the White House letter, president letter that talk to me, tell me they have 200 billions trade in 2002, the time they let the China worldwide manufacturer to join the World Trade Organization. But over 20 years, U.S. politicians never resolve this problem. They make a deficit more. Each year more and more. How stupid those are politicians. Even USA. New Delhi, India is no close friend to China. Indeed, they are a political rival, mutual popular negative. Then why? Modi is very corruption. Modi is corruption. It's bullshit. Want the Beijing dominate BRIC. Historic last thing. India want a Beijing dominant BRIC at the disposal of Chinese foreign policy. There's also Brazil, which has always learned into the bloc as non-aligned group for the economic interest, developing economic and the course of the maintain balanced leadership with both Washington and Beijing. Its president is expressed support. Potential BRIC expansion has called for a less U.S. dollar dominate world. However, earlier about South Africa, a foreign visitor explained that any BRIC expansion should not be seen as support from the farm anti-Western group, such as in because they even is a joke. They even IMF they have to special drawing right because what special dry ride for US dollar, okay? If they don't have US dollar, they cannot buy anything from Western. That's the reason, okay? Move from anti-Western group. And they want to create a Ponzi scheme to the scam, to the IMF. That's the reason, okay? That's the main reason. How stupid those are. Financial Times unnamed Chinese official explanation then quote, expand BRIC account for a similar portion of the world GDP as the G7 now collectively grow a stronger code. Indeed, Western nations would certainly view the great suspicion expand the BRIC become more overtly political, more G7 leader to Chinese, Russia, or the speculations. Especially Putin this time, he launched the war, launched the war for the Ukraine. For what? The war only make poor, but the riches for the military weapon, okay? This is how stupid our war. They created the war, but and those politicians gain the money, but problem, most people lost life, lost money. How they created the war? Linked to South Africa has a legal obligation under the International Criminal Court. Okay, and South Africa has a legal obligation under the International Criminal Court. Indictment arrest Putin if he was arrested in person. Okay, today, they should indict both Ukraine, Zelensky, and they both are criminal because, because two countries in the world, and who lost, who gained this, because people is innocent. They are not the decision maker. Okay, so they lost their house, lost their property because those war. How stupid! And people lost life. For what? For gain the money? No. People lost life or lost the money. That is a Ponzi scheme, the same. Today's topics we talk about the BRIC and the 60 trillion finance sector on the brink. So the Ponzi scheme traces China financial system, BRIC, corruption, so on. Another reason they need the BRIC, I think so. Okay, this is source. It's from the episode of China and political, economic, geostrategic, world number 2 economic. The name is from the Tony. Tony is the great China expert analysis. Okay, so now we realize what is happening. BRIC and the Ponzi scheme. Productive weak strategies. Zhangzhou Enterprise, Zhangzhou Enterprise, the Chinese shadow banking giant whose liquid crisis and benefit of the financial contingents with the world's second largest economic. We remember last week. The news is financial conglomerate and could no longer pay dozens of its wealth management products over the weekend. Chinese financial media advertising provided detail into the financial holding group, just while market regulators so concerned over failure some of these financial obligations for years. Outlet. Right, Zhangzhou had a reputation as one of the premier private financial holding groups in China, full wealth management subsidiary firm and their grounds as country leading the third-party financial platform. Financial platform. Quote, baffling was so many that such as re-owned entities suffered widespread default. The Junction story is still brewing, but the company downfall proven worthy case study. Quote, from under the guise so-called subscription-based trust product investment transitions from the wealth management company. Group company headquartered and were directly to the various investment under the group, hence a closed group of self-funding, self-investment within the four group, forming 4 years. The other continue whenever Jiangsu Group and the wealth management platform faced the liquidity challenges. Company could treasure the market price really due to the company's enormous scale, ability to juggle fund internal among the very substantial company.